What's up? July 17th, 2024. 102 days sober. 102 Dalmatians? Nope, but 102 days sober. I know it was kind of a wreck yesterday and last night. I'm overwhelmed. I have a bunch of stuff to do, so that kind of helps. And then, like, the relief of getting back, that helps, like, oh, I'm finally done, yay. And then, so it's kind of, a good thing. I'll probably do some laundry today. Keep me busy. I think I'm gonna help someone maybe get a car today. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stay busy. A lot of stuff going on. Trying to stay positive. Yeah. I think crying it out definitely helped. Saying that stuff. I like feel embarrassed sharing the depressing stuff, but it helps getting it out. Maybe I should do that with a therapist instead of online. I don't know. But maybe it helps other people out. I don't know. Just to have that mindset and overcome it. But, yeah. A lot of stuff going on, which is good. Good to stay busy and productive. But also, I'm finally hey, pump the brakes on certain things. So, yeah. Today's topics was role models. I wrote two. This is probably the most notes I've wrote on one topic. I could have kept writing. I was like, no, dude. That way I can actually listen too, But I wrote, there's people I look up to and have looked up to, and then there's people I imitate or kind of take after. So don't even realize I'm doing it. My mannerisms and stuff, just watching movies, TVs, how people act. You pick up all these bits and pieces of things, and it's crazy. But even my mom and dad, sure, they're not my role models, but at the same time, I definitely take after them. I get my mannerisms, my manners from my mom. Always saying please and thank you, and then when someone, if I hold a door open for someone, they don't say thank you, I'll go, you're welcome, and she does the same thing. So and then being blunt with no filter, get that from my mom. My anxiety and, being shy and stuff, I get that from both my mom and dad. And the build up stuff, I get that from my dad. Being an isolated person, get that from both of them. Especially my mom. She's stopped dating 15 years ago when I graduated high school, and I feel like I definitely get that from her. Having multiple partners at the same time, I get that from both my parents. It seemed normal to me when I was younger. And then from my dad, I get, the addiction stuff, can't keep a job, always fantasizing about winning the lottery and being rich. And then, my mom's been divorced 4 times. My dad's been divorced twice. He's been married 3 times. I think he's still married. I haven't talked to him 10 years. But I feel like that's why I've never thought about getting married or having kids, was because of them. And then role model wise, so one of my first role models was Dale Earnhardt. So he did whatever it took to win. He's intimidating. Once people see me, I want to be like, oh man, he's gonna beat me at this game or whatever. I was like that with beer pong and stuff. When people saw Hacker, oh shit, dude, we're gonna lose. I like having that impact. But the one time, he didn't do whatever it took to win. He was protecting his son and Michael Waltrip in Daytona. So for once, he's actually trying to block for someone else to win. He ended up dying. So I took that analogy to always be me, and I'm kind of an asshole. So it's I'm never gonna be nice, because the one time I be nice, I'm gonna be taken advantage of, or it's gonna backfire. So I'm just always gonna be a dick. I don't think that as much anymore, but that was my analogy for a long time. Another role model of mine during active addiction, even in high school, was Dennis Rodman. The way I honestly imitated the way he played. So I didn't care about scoring. I never shot the ball, which didn't work in my favor. But to have that heart and hustle, diving on the floor for loose balls, getting offensive rebounds, that was me, man. That's the only reason I ever got playing time. But also off the court, to party and do whatever, get Madonna, Carmen Electra, play in the finals, beat Michael Jordan in the finals, then play with Michael Jordan in the finals, and then the same week, play in the finals and then wrestle Hulk Hogan on a pay-per-view. That is one hell of a life. But don't look at that like, you know, I don't envy that as much anymore. And then Kobe Bryant was one of my more positive role models, you know, someone I looked up to. I can't say role models because I didn't like copy his behavior. You know, I always wanted to have the same intensity, you know, the work ethic and commitment as him, you know, to never take a day off and not to take anyone's BS or be around anyone's BS. But obviously I've not quite done that. Not yet, but I've not taken a day off sobriety, 102 days. Brett Favre was also a role model of mine. He always had fun playing the game, always had fun at work, you know. But he also panicked under pressure and threw a lot of interceptions at the worst time and would lose the game. And I always said I was the Brett Favre of decision making. But someone I looked up to and has always been my favorite role model was my grandpa. The way he carried himself, you know, his heart was just contagious. The way he carried himself and like how he was just contagious, you know. I hope to make him proud one day. But as soon as he had kids, you know, he devoted his life to always make sure, you know, that my grandma, you know, his wife and kids were taken care of. You know, he put family first. Didn't drink or anything like that, you know, once he had kids. And then, you know, his dad, my great grandpa, you know, I never actually met him. I've seen him once. He killed his wife. I don't know the whole story about it. It's not really talked about. But my grandpa was the only one who actually forgave him and still talked to him. My grandpa also was all about faith and was was also very blunt. Knew how to stand up for himself, call someone out. Was never afraid to speak up, but also had a great sense of humor and knew how to make people laugh and feel good. When I watched him slowly die in hospice, my last words were to him, as I guess I'm sad, but I'm happy you get to see your mom again. You know, she died obviously at a young age, a tragic way, but I just want you to know you're going to a better place, and I know I'm going to see you again. And we both instantly cried. You know, I wasn't very open about my faith, didn't talk about it very much. So, you know, that meant a lot to him to hear that. You know, I just wanted to stay strong for him. And then when he did pass, even all the staff workers were crying, and, you know, he was just a delight. You know, everyone looked forward to seeing him. And then, you know, it was tough. A few months later after that, my cousin, you know, he committed suicide, and he was the last person I'd ever expect to do that. And then a few months after that, my favorite aunt died. So after that year, I stopped talking to all my family except for my mom. You know, I'm trying to, you know, and then like now I just feel like I've finally distanced myself from everyone. You know, I just don't feel like I'm good enough for anyone, and all I do is just hurt people. And I want to be the best version of myself before any kind of relationship. I have any kind of relationship with anybody, you know, friends, family, anything like that. But I also want to give a shout out to, you know, I want to say seeing Steve-O overcome his addiction, become completely sober is very inspiring to me. You know, I watched Jackass, you know, on MTV and the movies, so I always did Jackass stuff without recording it, you know, and Practical Joker stuff without recording it. Man, that could have been me, but being crazy in a good way, in a healthier way, like Steve-O kind of, so like, I've always kind of, without knowing it, copied his lifestyle, and like, I want to say if you can get sober, I can. But seriously, if anyone could do it, you know, anyone could do it, you know, even me. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat this. I'm going to overcome this. I'm going to have a story too. So I got this. Yeah. So I know I'm back in, you know, roller coaster with my emotions mentally. But I'm going to work on it. I've been saying that, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support, kind words, advice. Appreciate it. You know, it helps to know that I'm not the only one, but, you know, I hope my story and my journey can help somebody. It helps me, so, yeah. I love you all. Have a great day. Hump day, baby! I don't know what that word means anymore. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Love you. Bye!